And it will bound towards him inside the 5. Williams breaks a tackle out across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And his first collegiate appearance, and it's against the defending champs. And a knee down on the catch from Chuck Jacobs. They will show all kinds of different looks. And on the delay, Robert Turbin trying to scoot to the outside across the 30. 3rd and 5. Keaton running the option, and the keeper close to the 35, but he had to get just beyond it for the first down. No freshman returning a punt, and that's the case for Auburn with Trevon Reed.
That's the most difficult thing in college football, in my opinion, is to catch a punt with guys running down. Luckily, he didn't even have to touch that one.
Told us yesterday he feels very comfortable. 3 years in the system, and the give to McCullough. They're going to get to the outside, and he's hauled down. Every touch, he's a threat to hit his head on the goalpost, is what Chisholm told us, and here he is again. Behind the line.
3rd and long, the defense controls it.
Trotter drops it off to McCullough. Has to beat a couple of guys to get to the marker, and is bumped out well in advance of it. Erwin Williams standing on his own 26-yard line. Kerwin will have a go at it. He led the country in return yardage last year. Aggies of Utah State out of Logan, Utah, in white. And their true freshman quarterback, Chucky Keaton, out into the flat.
Yes, that was the same one before.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask, number 25 on the defense. Penalty 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
In the backfield joining Turbin, they'll show the pistol this time. Keaton, the keeper, and some good pressure right up the middle to force his hand on that. Michael Smith, he's got a lot of room, busting into the secondary. Michael Smith, touchdown, Utah State. 43 yards and the early lead. And they really thought they had poor starts to both those games. Not the case today. And it's Trey Mason with his first touch. And he's looking to electrify the crowd. And Mason out to the 38-yard line. 35 yards on the return. And
with Dyer in the backfield.
Dyer takes the direct snap. And he'll pick up a few. Getting out across the 40-yard line. Dyer in motion. He'll get it again on the cutback. And Dyer picks up a couple more. They want to push the pace, and here on 3rd and 5, they want to keep the possession. Trotter to the air, wide open is Blake at the 40. Still on his feet. Emory Blake, he's going to take it all away. And Auburn responds with 6 of its own. Of course, they had Wes Byram, so this is his first PAT attempt. Turkey to kick it away. Through the end zone, Kerwin Williams will not have an opportunity to. Keaton with the short drop and the quick completion out across the 25 with Travis Van Leeuwen from their own 27. Keaton will give to Turbin out across the 30-yard line. Sideline warning that they received. Utah State picks up the first down. Keaton feels the heat, slides out across the 40. Let's 2nd and 5. Dropping it off to Smith. Slides it at the 42 and out across midfield into Auburn territory. 1st and 10. Robert Marshall is the offset back, and the carry will go to Michael Smith. Marshall gets him a nice block and gets him another first down. Not shying away from quickly running another offensive play. Jacobs inside the 30. 2nd and 8. Turbin and Smith in the backfield together.
Got a guy wide open down the field.
They had Austin and they couldn't get it to him. And Stanley Morrison in all kinds of trouble back at the 44.
This is 3rd and forever.
Keaton with time, has a man and a first down. Some tremendous poise in the pocket. The delay to Turbin. He's got Smith blocking in front. Takes a big pop from Evans at the 11. 5 for 5 in the air. Second and short, Williams. He's going to lose one.
There's the kind of push.
Williams, he's got it inside the 10.
The disruptor.
Williams off the left side to the 5. Williams up the middle. Gets to the 4. The receiver off to the right. The give is to Turbin. Will be short.
And they get in the red zone.
Keaton runs the option, and he will score. Chucky Keaton, the true freshman. Run. Jacob Howder kicks it away. Trey Mason came right in front of Quan Bray to get it. Diving out to the 26-yard line. And on ESPN and ABC. Trotter will give to Michael Dyer, the offensive MVP of last year's BCS title game.
Scores. Take it down, get a score.
Dyer may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Auburn after a 1,000-yard season since Kenny Irons in 06. Boy, wrapped up by the preseason WAC Defensive Player of the Year, Buddy Wagner.
It's more defensive players.
Clark will kick it away. Moats is telling his teammates to get away from it. Good Auburn bounce as it kicks inside the 15. Down at the 12-yard line. From their quarterback, Chucky Keaton, and the freshman going back to work. The running back, Robert Turpin, was out in the flat. And a couple. Turbin, he's got the yardage. He's been very patient taking the handoffs today. They are out on the field this much. Keaton to Austin. Bates tried to punk him out, but Austin towed the line and got another first down.
And he's not there either.
Keaton tried to drop it off to Smith, incomplete here in the first half. He's got another completion right there to his tight end, Taron Lloyd. Michael Smith is the setback, and he'll get the carry. Look at him shed the first guy that hit him, Holland, and looks like he's got the first down again. Play action to Turbin. Keaton looking deep, incomplete. Bates showing blitz, handoff to Turbin, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Confidence of the freshman quarterback.
They rush 4, they set up the bubble screen, and they will be short. Keaton looking left, throwing left, Taron Lloyd reaching out for the first down.
Right now, the experience of that Utah State offensive line.
Keaton delivers to Lloyd, his tight end, with another catch in traffic. Inside the 15, move the chains again for the Aggies.
That's the ground yet, and that's really important.
Play action, Keaton trying to sell it. Will tuck it and run. He's trying to beat Evans to the end zone. Jumps out of bounds inside the 5. And the spot should give them a first and goal. 5,000 at Auburn. Keaton gives to Turbin. Nothing doing right up the middle. But that's 54 in blue. He makes a push again. And the second effort coming up just a bit short.
They're going to challenge him right here.
Turbin again, and on the 16th play of the drive, he punches it in. since PAT is good. 3 rushing. They should know more, we are told, next spring about the long-term health of Toomer's Oaks. And Auburn could use a big return right here, and they will get one from Trey Mason. He's gone.
So it puts their defense right back on the field. Time of possession is not usually a big thing, but
Get a chance to see their offense again, which they have not seen for the last 22 plays. But on the end around, Trevon Reed with a flag down at the end of that play.
it may be.
Number 79 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
And Lutzenkirchen in motion. The give is to McCaleb. He scoots forward for a few yards.
Barrett Trotter.
Trotter. Complete to Emery Blake. Those are the two guys that hooked up for the touchdown earlier, and a good second effort from Blake diving for the first down. ESPN.com. Get that app for your mobile phone. Michael Dyer breaking a tackle. You're not going to bring him down with one arm. And on the fourth guy, that was the fourth penalty of the day on Auburn. Trotter off the pump. Drops it over the top of the defense. Was Reed in bounds. The officials along the sideline are going to talk about it, and it looks like they will give it to him at the 41. McCaleb in motion. Trotter tucks it into his belly, and he's stuffed right around the line of scrimmage. Good push from Trotter again on the run, and will tuck it and keep it.
Than the right play, but as they do that, they're taking time off the clock.
To McCaleb, and nothing but white jerseys around him, by the way, and running some more time off the clock. High punt. They'll have a chance to field it, and they are able to keep it out. Excellent coverage on the punt. Hand off to Turbin. He's able to work his way out of the end zone, out to the 5-yard line. This is going to be Quan Bray this time bringing it out. The cutback around the 30-yard line. And fall from Trotter to Emery Blake. That's been the lone bright spot offensively. They've only had 16 plays from scrimmage. And Trotter to air it out, that's his first missed attempt of the day.
Obviously, Cam Newton was the leading rusher on the team and one of the leading rushers in the nation. You lose him, but they've got great running backs.
Trotter looking confident and poised on that throw to Stallworth out to midfield. 15 yards and a first down.
Initially, to get some momentum going.
Here they go now trying to push the pace. They will quickly snap the ball, and the give is to Michael Dyer. Dyer over 1,000 yards rushing last year.
Blocking assignments.
2nd and 9. McCaleb in motion to the backfield. Little play action for Trotter. Bobby Wagner giving chase and gets him by the shoestrings. The sack for Bobby Wagner. Didn't rush a whole lot last year. They want him. Trotter dumps it off to McCaleb. He's got one man to beat Gallagher, and Gallagher gets him. Short of the first down.
They don't like it. Now it's a power running formation.
On 4th down, the pitch to McCaleb, and he's got the edge. Inside the 35 and bumped out at the 30-yard line. First down, Tigers with a pickup of 12. Trotter underthrows Stallworth, who had some space around the 10. Downs for Utah State. Dyer trying to get the ground game going for the Tigers, and he's got another first down and another 12-yard pickup inside the 20. Darius Carr in motion, but the give is to Michael Dyer again. Down to the 11. They'll fake the throw and give the ball to McCaleb. Bobby Wagner again.
They're discussing the 4th down play if need be on the sideline with the quarterback right now.
Dyer will keep it. They won't need that 4th down play. Michael Dyer, touchdown Tigers. Extra point is good. Much more inspired, a little pep in their step coming out of the locker room. And the kick, they won't get 3 points for the field goal, but impressive nonetheless on the roster. Robert Turbin in the backfield, and they're trying to get Chuck Jacobs some space, and he can't find any. 10 yards passing in the first half. To the air again. They really like the speed of Jacobs, and they're trying to get him some touches here. He's got the first down. They'll need a big second half here to get it against Auburn. Looking for Turbin, incomplete. On the move. Keaton rifles one across the middle, and a completion for another first down. 11 yards to number 11, Stanley Morrison. Michael Smith. Little shake and bake, but Jonathan Evans wasn't buying that. Keaton through the hands of Turbin, who couldn't come down with it. D. Ford bringing some heat. Keaton eludes it. Incomplete, almost picked off by Nico Thorpe. Ted Roof called D. Ford a rocket coming off the edge. And now on the punt, Trevon Reed, it will go over his head. He will grab it inside the 5 and bring it back outside the 10. 60 yards this third quarter than they did the entire first half. With Michael Dyer leading the way, and number 5 in blue gets the carry again. Shoved out of bounds by Bobby Wagner. Trotter back to throw, incomplete. At Auburn sideline. Trotter to the air again. Thought about throwing back across the field. Now tucks it in, and Barrett Trotter held up around the 11-yard line. Kerwin Williams, ball pops loose. Utah State recovers, and the question is whether Ontario McCaleb was there well in advance of the football.
Ontario McCaleb so
Kick catch
fast.
interference on the kicking team. Penalty 15 yards. At the spot of foul. First down.
They'll bunch up the tight ends on the left side. Turbin in the backfield, and Robert Turbin will head for those ends. He's knocked out of bounds, and a flag in the backfield. First and long, and the catch by Austin gets by a defender inside the 20-yard line from Matt Austin, who's back from the injury a year ago. Keaton will give the Turbin. Turbin to the 15. Smith greeted by Igwe back at the 20, thrown for a loss. State. Keaton out of the gun. Lemonier trying to corral him. Chucky Keaton lobs it forward, incomplete. Perfect. Kickoff is headed in the direction of number 4, Quan Bray. They have one kick return for a touchdown. They won't get another one here. Barrett Trotter in his debut as the Auburn Tigers quarterback. They'll set up the receiver screen. They want to get Trevon Reed some space, and he is closed down quickly. Dyer's got it. He'll run right. And again, not a lot of space, but maybe just enough for the first down. And Barrett Trotter back out there. Reed isolated on the cornerback. And out across the 45. Nevin Lawson held him from the big gain. That's the third catch today for Reed. They'll go to Reed the other way this time. And he's got a first down across midfield. Screen, the receiver screen is one of them. And now the true freshman Kyle Frazier is in at quarterback. And Clint Mosley, the backup. with the pass to Ontario McCaleb. And the trick play inside the 25.
Mosley, great.
And now back to QB1. Barrett Trotter, and the snap goes through his hands. And Barrett will fall on it back at the 39-yard line.
On the snap the entire time when you're in the shotgun.
Couple of fakes from Trotter. He wanted to go deep, and he's got Stallworth wide open at the 20. The cutback at the 5. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've got the lead. A couple of nice passes on both of his touchdown throws, but it was the speed and the yards after catch.
National champions for nothing.
They'd love to unleash Kerwin Williams on a kick return, but again, no chance in the last-second field goal from West Byram over Oregon. Turbin, a lot of room up the middle. 19 yards on the carry.
This game, and again, I think Auburn was the better team, no question, and persevered. Great run, though, by Michael Dyer. Still say that was the turning play in this year.
Keaton completes it to Marks across midfield.
You got to make plays.
Kerwin Williams, who had the big touchdown run in the first half, inside the 20. By the way, they're not in Whitaker in the center of that defensive line, and that's where Utah State has been attacking. They go at them again, and this time Igwe came over from the end position to help bottle it up. The couple from the Tigers 40. And the true freshman, Chucky Keaton, spins for the first down to the 36-yard line. The true freshman, Keaton, thus far playing turnover-free football. Made a good one right there. Keaton drops it off for Austin, who turns to the outside. Forward progress will get him to the 31. Keaton, quick release, Austin with the slant, and another first down. Inside the 25-yard line, they were working on Chris Davis. Drive, they have already scored on 2 scoring drives of 15 plays or more. As Kerwin Williams to the... Keaton to Stanley Morrison. Gets away from one guy, and then D. Ford has him close to another first down. This is an Auburn end in the backfield with Turbin. And Turbin's got it inside the 10-yard line. Chains are down, so it's first and goal. Darren Bates showing blitz off the right. Turbin up the middle for a couple. Keaton calls his own number again. Chucky Keaton to the goal line and in. The first career touchdown for the true freshman from 7 yards out. Boy, as good as the 2 quarterbacks were last night. Mason and Gray are back. It will be Trey Mason. He's got a 97-yard kick return for a touchdown in the first half, and he'll get out close to the 35. Here's backfield now with Trotter. He's the true freshman from Lake Wales, Florida. Fights off a stick right at the line of the scrimmage from Bobby Wagner, and Kyle Gallagher got Trotter on the rollout. Lapuahu forcing him to throw it away. All that they can handle from the Aggies today. Trotter. And Barrett Trotter gets away from one man. A flag down in the backfield. Trotter's still in trouble. And he will go down at the 27-yard line. Caught by Walter McClinton.
And Casey Bahal didn't do a very bad job either. He brought him back. TCU gave him a chance to win.
Fair catch called for by Moats at the 35-yard line. The Aggies with the ball, 1st and 10. Chuck Jacobs bouncing to the outside to the 40. Them from their true freshman quarterback, Chucky Keaton. He hands it off to Turbin. And hauling him down from behind was Jonathan Evans. Keaton to Austin, who makes the catch. Wrapped up by Nico Thorpe, but I think the Aggies got a very generous mark. Turbin Picks up call. Lots of running room for Morrison. Inside the 30, 3 guys take him down at the 23-yard line. Another big play after the catch, 31 on the pickup. Incomplete. Beaten with the option pitch to Williams. Missed tackle by Bates. And that allows Williams to pick up 8. Smith got it. Lemonier couldn't slow down his progress. Again, they go to the receiver. That little lateral pass. Turbin waits for an opening, gets inside the 10. Turbin trying to run over the defender inside the 5, but he'll be a couple shy of the first down marker for a 6-point lead. They'll fake it. And the throw. Well, the officials are signaling that a catch was made very close to the marker.
I think they're going to look at that because it looked.
Turbin to the 1. Cut down by Lemonier and Holland. None bigger than this. Turbin waits for the opening and finds it. Touchdown, Utah State. Scoring drives today, 15 plays, 16 plays, 11 plays. That last drive, 14 plays, and they punch it in.
Scary part to me, the special teams. They got to make sure they tackle this guy on the kickoff return.
A second touchdown of the day, and the Tigers are right back in it. Ontario McCaleb, the starting tailback, back to receive to the 35-yard line. Here, and it seems a long ways away right now. They've got to work the clock. Quickly, Dyer with the direct snap, and Bobby Wagner wrestles him down. The speed at the receiver position for long touchdown plays. Trotter up top, hauled in by Blake, and steps out of bounds to stop the clock. He's at the 45-yard line, pick up a 21. Under 3 minutes to go. Trotter to the air again. Stallworth turns it back inside. Javante Stallworth across the grade. He's got some room down the sideline. Inside the 20-yard line. And they're going to tack on extra yardage. Out of bounds.
Dead ball, personal foul. Number 1 on the defense. Penalty, half of this to go. First down.
Auburn. Trotter, Wagner got him. The preseason WAC Defensive Player of the Year. Bobby Wagner into the backfield, loss of 5. Second and goal from the 15. Trotter overthrows Blake. Trotter, touchdown, Watson Cookin. Still plenty of time for the Tigers on the 15-yard strike. Running a 4.340 to get back in here for the final 2 minutes because the Auburn Tigers are back within 3 points. That's the direction it heads. A high fly. Auburn's got it.
It cannot be advanced, though.
That will come back to the point of where he caught it, but Auburn will have the ball with 2:02 to go. Trotter with time. Stallworth's got it. They are in the Utah State territory inside the 45. For Trotter, building a legacy in his first start. If he can pull this off, he tucks it under McCaleb's arm. Ontario McCaleb to the 34. He got a good block from Quindarius Carr, the wide receiver.
The chains get in the end zone.
Trotter to McCaleb out of the backfield. Cuts it back inside to the 24-yard line, tackled by Kyle Gallagher.
Zone, but by doing that, you expose the underside of your defense.
Trotter to Lexington gets out of bounds at the 18. Trotter behind Carr, incomplete. Trotter again gives it to McCaleb inside the 10. Ontario McCaleb creamed at the 2-yard line, but it's first and goal, Auburn.
Score the touchdown to take the lead.
Down to the goal line. The fans that had left still hanging around in the walkways. Will they see Dyer carry it in? And there is the signal for the touchdown. Trotter to a terrific performance with the 2 scoring drives late. And now Williams will watch it go over his head. And the true freshman. Keaton bobbles and D Ford wraps him up.
That speed off the edge is dangerous.
Here comes Ford again. The flag, and probably going to be a hold here on the offense as Turbin can't get out of bounds. He dives up to the 29-yard line. Will be
Holding number 66 on the offense. 10 yards from the previous spot. Second down.
Had the Keaton steps up. Incomplete. They'll try the screen for 90-plus yards. They will not cover that much ground. Big comeback in the final 3.5 minutes for the Auburn Tigers as they erase a 10-point deficit. And the defending champs win their season opener. They got to sweat it out, but they get the W, 42-38.